As a leader or manager in a business, one of the most important things that is your task to do is actually to get the most out of your team. If you are the CEO of an organization, often one of the challenges is to correctly allocate resource, but also look about how is any of your team too overloaded? Are they too busy? Do they have too many responsibilities that actually they can't do any one as good as they need to, and actually that holds the business back? So one of the most important things to do in leadership and management is get a really good handle on your team, the organizational structure, and actually look at the accountabilities within your team for who is responsible for what. And once you've done this, it's a really good task to look at the structure of the business, look at where is it now, and actually where would you like it to be in the future. Often when you're looking at growing a business, especially for a sale or an exit, it's really important to look at succession planning as well, to look at where can people move through the organization to actually replace the owner or director once they leave, but the business still operates. So through doing this task, which we cover in the textbook, one of the things that we look to cover is to highlight all of the main roles and responsibilities within each business. If you work by yourself, it could be that you're responsible for business strategy, sales, marketing, HR, doing your finances, and actually you have to do everything yourself. Often when you first start out, you do have a lot of plates to spin and a lot of tasks to complete yourself. But actually, as the business grows, those are things that you can hopefully either outsource or bring in someone else to do for you. The other things which are really important to do as well, when you look at the business or each person in the business, what KPIs are driving their behavior and are they the correct ones? And actually, if you were brutally honest, would you rehire this person? And if not, should you get rid of them? In the book and on the website, we go through a whole range of tasks, but the reason why it's really important to assign clear responsibilities within a business is because all too often, if multiple people are all responsible for the same thing, if things don't go to plan, often people will blame each other for why something didn't happen or if something went wrong. And what you ideally want in almost every organization is to have one person who's overall responsible for sales or marketing or HR or finance, etc. The idea is that when you come to ask that person about the performance of that issue, there is clear accountability on what they're responsible for and actually what you're also going to measure them against. This is something that I've found that works really well in the businesses that I work with, and also setting clear and understood KPIs right at the start of the person's engagement as well helps them just understand what is expected of them and what they're required to do, which is again, it's a really good sign of leadership. So with your business or your own team, if you can, try and build in very clear accountabilities for what everyone is expected to do, what is covered within their remit, what are their KPIs which they'll be measured upon, and actually when you look at the organization as a whole, are there any weak points? Are there any areas where one person perhaps has too much on their plate? And actually use this to help guide the growth of your team, but also where you look to build the business in the future.